Welcome to a short and maybe messy bonus episode of
RyCanTopMyKnee.
รายการต่อไปนี้
Hello, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Kevin. We are a boys love podcast that talks about our favorite shows and sometimes our not so favorite shows.
And all the press and mess around.
And all the press and mess and messy press. But guess what? Today we do not have someone, well, maybe you are messy, but we're definitely messy.
I feel like you're secretly messy.
Something tells me you're secretly messy. But we have in our midst today, we have Liang Ge, that goes by they, them. They're a lecturer of digital sociology at the University College London with a Ph.D. in culture, media, and creative industries from King's College London. Did I get all your accolades correct?
Yeah, it's all correct. Yeah.
All correct. Please tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, to add more, I'm a researcher in digital media, culture, gender, sexuality, and East and South Asian popular cultures and creative industries. And one of my cornerstone of my research project is about boys love and anime culture, about its creators and fans. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you are also a big fan of revenge love.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this web drama as well.
Big fan.
Big fan.
I mean, and not as big as these crazy sasaengs that are stalking the actors.
Child, the sasaengs are sasanging and they need to go somewhere. And we need to sashay into getting into the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's get into it.
Okay.
So for y'all who are listening and or watching, whatever you're doing, Revenge Life is available to stream on iQIYI and Gaga Ulala.
Is it on iQIYI? No, it's just Gaga.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was just Gaga.
Oh.
And it's also on View.
It is on View.
Yeah.
Yes. This is the most talked about BL in China right now to date, and it has created chaos, to say the least. We'll do an overall series review and discussion. So this will not be an episodic review, because if we did that, we'll be here
for
until
like 7 hours. Yeah.
Right, we'll be here too long. But before we get into the show, Jonathan, can you break down the cast and production of this show, please?
I will. Cast breakdown. So we have Ziyu, who plays Wu So-wei.
Okay. And if we pronounce these names wrong, or if he does,
We're so sorry.
Please,
help me.
yes,
Yeah.
please correct us.
We have Tian Zuning as Qi Cheng. We have Zhao Zhuan as Guan Chenyu. We have Liu Zhuan-chen as Yan Xiaoshuai. We have Sun Qianyu as Yue Yue. And Lin Jun as Wen Shuo.
The demon twink.
Not the demon twink.
The demon
He kind of
twink.
was a demon twink.
Yeah,
in the
he
show.
was.
And we have Wang Yu Qiao as Wan Jian.
Yes. And what does the synopsis say?
Okay, let me do a quick synopsis before we get into
Is it
everything.
quick?
Well, this looks kind of long, but
I think it's from my drama list, because
my drama list
sometimes
loves to,
they love to expound.
it's a paragraph and a half.
Yes.
So, born into a humble family with little financial success, Wu So-wei finds himself constantly insulted by his much wealthier, now ex-girlfriend. He decides to reinvent himself and start his own business, only to constantly cross paths with Qi Cheng, the spoiled heir to his own family's business. When So-wei finds out that his ex is dating Qi Cheng, he decides to get his revenge by seducing Qi Cheng himself. Despite having no previous romantic inclination towards men, So-wei gives it his all and manages to win Qi Cheng over, but is shocked to find himself developing genuine romantic feelings. As their lives grow increasingly tangled together, things only get more complicated for So-wei. Will this unexpected love story work out, or has So-wei's plan gone way too far?
In other words, the snake was good.
That was the snake good. Oh
The
my
snake was
God.
too good, okay?
And
It
that's
did
the
what
synopsis. Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, was
listen,
his snake good?
it
Hey.
clearly it was. He laid that thing down, okay?
Oh my God.
Listen, if you can turn a man who thought he was
A
straight
straight man.
into a full bottom,
Hey.
it must have been he laid that thing down. He
Hey,
laid it.
well, is Wusa Wei contender for being a BBB?
No, because he's a twink. You can't you listen. A BBB is Poom, okay? I'm not sure if you know who Poom is from the Thai series My Stand-In. Have you seen that
No,
one?
no.
No,
No.
it's really good. Oh, it's really
Oh.
But
good.
he still has the title of top
Yeah,
BBB.
yeah, because he is big. He's bigger than Up. Like, and Up was slinging him around, and I still don't understand how,
I don't
but
understand
somehow
how.
he did it. But yeah, that's
To BBB.
that's the BBB, big back bottom. That's what that means. That's the
I
BBB.
can't.
But no, Shuei is not. He's just there.
He is a little baby boy.
He's a little baby boy. Yeah, he's not just there. He's just a little baby boy. So anyway, after this synopsis, well, I think before we even really start talking about the review, we should really get into the drama outside of the show. Oh, this show was there. I don't know if the drama outside of the show was more dramatic than the show itself or not, but there was too much that was going on. Now, we just did a special episode on queer media in China. So if you want a little more in depth regarding the regulations and how queer media is made, listen to that. But we are really going to get into, for the next several minutes, the mess with the sasaengs.
With the sasaengs,
With
yes.
the sasaengs, the saucy sasaengs. That's what they are. And we do have a few questions. I think I can actually start off with the question from TikTok that came up. No, not that one. See, this is what happens when you got too many things open, child. Too many things. Where's that question thing?
I got you.
Yeah, thank you so much. There we go. Now, this was, there was a question that came in that literally says, why are fans extra crazy there? What is going on with that? And that was from Hello Jamie on Instagram. Not TikTok, that was Instagram.
So help us out.
Help
Liang.
us out.
Why are these fans so crazy over there?
Yes, doctor, give us your diagnosis for real.
Diagnose these crazies.
Well, for the Chinese fandom of the Revenge Love, why they are so crazy. So one contextual background is that the Danmei fans who are really thirsty about a real boys love drama produced in China and via the Chinese language and in Mandarin in preference. Because for the previous, even though those phenomenal, the Untamed, Word of Honor, many of Danmei fans, they will not say they are Danmei web drama. They will say they are Danmei adapted web drama because a lot of intimate scenes or including sex scenes has all been deleted Chinese officials or by the Chinese companies themselves to do some self-censoring. So that they really desire for one real boys love drama after the addicted after the year of 2016 2017 when the real BL drama can be made in mainland China. So that's a contextual background. And another one is that it is also because of the very like plots or very setting of the revenge love because the story was written more than a decade ago. So the whole plots or the whole story setting actually features what I call the earlier generation of Dame stories, which we call it's a subgenre of pairing of the gong and shou, which means top and bottom. So as the early generation, we call this kind of pairing, it's called 加工见show, which literally means scum, top, and cheap bottom. Can you get that?
Not a cheap bottom.
Cheap bottom!
Oh, no.
He is very much a cheap bottom. He's very cheap.
I mean,
This guy is.
yeah, I mean, he is
will
rubbing
save-
pennies together.
Yeah, he's
and-
rubbing 2 pennies together to make something happen during the beginning of the show.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a jargon, what we call for the early generation of the Dame novels. So it was a earlier version of Dame novels produced before 2010. So at that time, most of those early generation Dame readers will prefer this kind of genre. So you can see this kind of nostalgia that has been reflected in this web drama, The Revenge Love. And for those young generations, they have never read this kind of genres. Because now the most popular ones for the Dame novels are more like The Word of Honor and The Untamed, which features two very strong and quite powerful and independent two partners, top and bottom, not a weak
Okay.
one or a strong one, not this kind
Not
of
the,
pairing.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this is quite unique for the younger generations of the Dame fans. So that's why it can
And they're
be
eating
called-
this up and they're going
Yeah.
crazy. They're going feral for it.
Yes, they're definitely. Feral is an understatement because some of the stuff these fans were doing, we did talk about it almost. I feel as if every week while this show was running, something happened, if not several things happened
to these actors at the airport,
Right.
or like on the way to a gig.
Right.
People were pulling up their backstory about their ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, people were doing the utmost, and it's like, yeah, we love the show too, but boundaries, people. Like, you're doing a little
Boundaries.
too much. You're doing a lot. There was another question that came up, and this is, I guess, not as related to the Sussings, but I think this one also is pretty important as well. Will there be a comeback with the two couples from Revenge Love? And this was asked by Harvey Bisco on Instagram. Do you think that would happen? Or because we know in Thailand for sure, they keep those ships together for a very long time, even though some of them might need to not be together. But
we know the second couple from this show.
Yeah,
They had like a fan meet.
Yeah.
In Thailand
Thailand.
recently.
Yeah. Yeah, and for the two leading actors, I would say no. They will not do so because for their career wise, they need to like dislabel themselves as BL actors if they want to a brighter future as actors in mainland China. So, if you look back the career of Xiao Zhan, the leading actor of The Untamed, to look back his career after he starred in The Untamed and the following web series in recent years are more aligned to those what we call the web dramas that have reflected the core socialist values of Chinese Communist Party. So it will features more like related to the positive energies, positive values endorsed by the Chinese Communist Party, like the socialist era's TV dramas, or the more like the traditional ones of the Chinese TV dramas set in pre-modern China to highlight a very good and very like as a very something a good virtue of the Chinese official set in pre-modern China. That's the one that has been aired this year. So that's a strategy that has been used by those previous BL actors, including Xiao Zhan and including the one who starred in The Addicted, Huang Jingyu, because he's also starring in those what we call the main melody films in China, which like reflected and resonate with the core socialist values of the Chinese Communist Party.
I see. So you got to do a full like 180 and go hard right to.
Yeah,
to
well,
kinda
I
win
don't know
back
if
the
it's hard
favor.
right, but just hard out of BL.
Yeah, hard out of BL to.
Oh,
Win
actually,
back.
that sounds a little weird. Let me not say hard out of BL again.
To win back the
hard and
favor
BL
of
should
the
not go
government.
together unless you're talking about Shine.
Oh my.
Anyway, so
I see. Yeah. So you probably won't see ZU and tuning in anything.
it doesn't sound like that's
Together.
going to be the T.
I mean, yeah, that's what happened with the Untamed. Wang Yibo and Zhao Zhuan, they couldn't be seen together ever. Even at like an award show, they can't
Talk to each
each
other
other
ever
No.
again. Right.
Yeah. They will not show together ever because I was a shipper of the two actors before. So I'm
Oh,
Mm,
really desperate, want to see the two actors to be together in some like ceremonies
just
or like
engage in
any
anything
other
again.
event.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it has not been the case for years, and I'm so
Yeah.
disappointed.
And it's probably not going to, the likelihood of it happening is close to zero. So
At
at
this
this
Yeah.
point.
point, it sounds, yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Very sad. Very sad. But we can probably move to a high note. I do have a question that I'll save for later that's from someone else. But let's go ahead and get to the series review. So, I guess the first thing we can talk about are the themes of this show. And please, Doctor, add another theme if you see that there's one missing. But right now there's three that are pretty apparent. Revenge, snakes. I mean, you can't the show without snakes. There's a lot of snakes.
A lot of snakes.
Yeah. And then lies, question mark, and miscommunication.
Just lies, miscommunication, scheming.
And scheming. Lies and scheming and, no, I was going to use a name of a certain orange person, but I decided not to go that route. So, what other themes do you see in the show?
Well, apart from the three, I will also say the family affection actually is more
Mm,
salient for Wu Wei's family. Because
yes.
the Chinese culture and society still features the social familial system. So the familialism or family plays a vital role in our daily life. So that's also the case for Danmei novel for the revenge love as well. The relationship between Wu Wei's mother and Wu Wei as her son is a quite touching topic for me because I'm also moved when the episode when Wu Wei's mother passed away and Wu Wei was
Same.
crying heavily. So I was so
Yeah, I
moved and
cried in that episode.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
I
episode
was
was
very
one of my
sad.
favorite. Yeah, yeah.
That was
Me
a really
too.
good
So
episode. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
remember us saying on Discord that we knew she was gonna pass. Like it was inevitable because after I think watching so many BLs, like you can tell when you end up loving a parent like that because I think anyone who watched that show
You're like, she's
loved
so
Wu Wei's mom.
sweet.
She's so sweet.
And you're like, you know what's
You
gonna happen to her.
Yeah, you love their relationship. And it's like, oh, when she got sick, I was like, oh no, this lady's gonna die. And despite knowing she was gonna pass, it still made me really sad because I felt sad for Wu Wei more than anything because that
It
was
seemed like
literally
he was all alone. Yeah.
he was all alone, and it was also kind of sad for us as the audience because this is the one, this was the one person for sure that was always supportive of Wu Wei. Like,
yeah, and even towards the end, like she kind of knew about the relationship towards the end,
right,
and was kind of accepting of Chichong. Yeah.
right. So that was something that definitely broke my heart. And I mean, the aftermath of that was Wu Wei always upset, with his over dramatic crying. But I think he's a
He's
dramatic
iconic.
person.
His crying is iconic.
He's iconic. His iconic
There's so
crying.
many memes about it.
Yes, he definitely loves to. He's a drama queen. Let's be real.
Yeah,
okay?
this show has a lot of comedic aspects to it as well.
Yeah.
Which I really like. Like it's like a comedy, but it's also like has some very serious moments.
It's definitely a dramedy with a little bit of action and
Yeah.
yeah, and that was the family part is definitely so important. And then you see the contrast, right, with
Chichon's family.
yeah, where they are way more about keeping up appearances and you see the relationship between Chi-chung and his father, where it feels in many ways, well, first, there's definitely there's a disconnect, to say the least, between the two of them, right? But also, their relationship, because of that disconnect, is transactional. Like, you have to give me something if you want me to do this.
Yeah,
if you want me
I
to
stole
yield in
your
one way,
snakes, so
yeah,
you better
you need to do this, right?
come work for the company and get a girlfriend.
Right. And
this
then get married.
respectable
You
life.
have to do this in order if you want this back. And both, but the thing is, both Chi Chung and his dad were also like both unyielding. They were very stuck and stubborn, both
Yeah.
of them. And it's like, oh, like father, like son.
You can see where he got it from,
Right? You
definitely.
see where he got it from.
Yeah, and I also remember, in the old house of Wu Suowei and his mother, there's a loquat tree. You know the loquat tree in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's regarded as a symbol of family affection, kinship in Chinese culture. And in the last episodes,
Mm.
Chu Cheng invests a lot of energy to find the local tree and then replant
Yeah,
it
and
in
bring it
their
back.
house. Yeah, so the family value is also a quite important theme for this web drama as well.
Yes.
Yeah, there's found family. Like the way Wu Wei found Xiao Shuai, and
Yes.
they're like them as a duo. Like he's living in this dude's clinic. Like right, you taking this stray boy that's like
Yeah.
under his luck, and he's just
And they're clearly like, and you can see that's definitely very brotherly. Like
yeah.
the
Well,
way
it's a mentor and student. Remember?
mentor and student, but
mentor
it was
and
still
student.
brotherly,
He's his gay mentor.
his gay mentor, because he was like, now how do I become a body?
Yeah. Literally, like googling, like
Googling
how to
porn.
bend back.
Yeah, how to arch my back,
How to unbend.
how to unbend, how to put my legs in the air, how to put them down. He was trying to learn the positions and everything.
He was researching
Yeah,
porn.
he was researching porn. I'm like, boy, if you don't get off of Pornhub and do something else, like,
Hey, you gotta. I don't know.
listen,
Maybe he was watching BL.
that's the worst place. Worst place. So now thinking of the show, we like to. This is where we like to give an awards for mess because there's definitely some mess in this show.
For sure.
So what was some of the craziest, messiest drama of the series? And we would like to start with you. What do you think was the craziest drama in this whole series?
Oh, in the whole series, wow. I um I would say like the Wu Suowei was quite jealous of the first lover of Chi Cheng, which does not make really sense because
No, it didn't.
I really hate the episodes features the first lover of Chi Cheng.
Really, you hate it? You hate Demon Twink?
No, I don't like the diamond twink.
I can't.
Yeah, I was not a fan
But
of it.
he's gorgeous too. He's really pretty.
Yeah,
the
but
actor.
that's how demon twinks are. They're usually very pretty. That's why you got to be careful of them. Because then, yeah,
Be aware.
Be aware. Be very aware.
A snake in sheep's clothing.
Yes, literally. Literally a snake.
Yeah.
I would say that was definitely messy. I agree with you on that because it's almost as if like
He was here to stir the pot.
he was, but then also like I think Wu Shui like took it to the next level because he started creating stuff in his head of what was actually going to happen, and instead of communicating with Chi Chung, he just was like, "This is what's happening. He's cheating. He's definitely sleeping with him." And
They
I'm
both
like,
think like that.
and
They're
I'm
both like
can,
the other's cheating.
and it's like, can y'all like have a conversation? Like,
It was confusing. The mom was really, she was confusing it all. Remember, she was in
was.
the hospital.
She was.
Yeah.
And so he thought Chi Chung was staying with Wang Shuo all those nights, even though he was staying over at like Xiao Shuai's house too. And it's
Right.
like, it was so confusing. Everyone was walking into each other's apartments.
yeah, I'm
Everyone
like,
had each
first
other's
of all,
codes.
that actually kind of shook me because I'm like, wait a minute, y'all are a little too familiar.
A little too friendly, walking to each other's
Right,
houses.
walking into each other's houses like you own the place. It's like, you don't pay rent. Did you pay the bill? Like, I was very confused with that because I know, even though I know there are in China, people tend to leave their doors open every now and then, but you're not just walking into somebody's house. You're at least going to knock on the door and see if they're home out of respect,
Yeah, my messiest moment was definitely Wang Shuo letting him into the apartment so he can look at the videos on his computer. Because why did he record all those moments of
Yeah.
himself? He was also
Yeah.
he was anxious and thinking that Chi Chung was secretly in love with the other guy's name.
with his best
with his
frenemy, whatever they want to call them. What's his name again? Hold on, we can scroll back up. Guo Chengyu.
Yeah, with Guo Chengyu.
Yeah.
He thought that they were together, and because he had drunk moments of saying his name.
Yeah.
And so he faked this whole thing of sleeping with him. That was so messy.
That was messy as hell. It was doing the utmost.
But he looked fine doing it, so I don't know.
He did.
Demon Twink was demoning, but I was living for it.
Demon Twink.
So what was your messiest moment?
I would definitely have to say the messiest moment for me. I agree with you, Doctor, because that threw me over so much because I was kind of like,
he caught them kissing. Remember, he caught them kissing in the park.
Yeah, but the moment he did, which at that point I can understand. I can understand. But the thing is, I think if he had the conversation earlier, then he would have known that Wang Shuo is there to create mess. He was there to create chaos. He
wanted to mess with their minds.
He wanted to mess with their minds, and he wanted to break them up. But they didn't have this conversation, so all they're doing is speculating and taking actions based on assumptions, and they're doing it on feelings and vibes instead of on facts.
Well, that's what gets us a good drama.
That's what gets us a trash government, but that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, that kind of goes into messiest scene.
Yeah, what do you think was the messiest scene?
Well, that first thing that pops up in my mind is about when Guo Chengyu and Chi Cheng fight with each other when they want to have the snakes of the Chi Cheng. It's in the first episodes. The fighting scenes for me is really stupid.
Stupid. I mean, they were well choreographed though.
Yeah.
But I was also can these two rich bros really fight that well?
Yeah, and also some of the stuff they were fighting about was just so stupid.
They fought over boys. They fought over snakes. They fought over.
It's y'all seem to just be fighting over stuff, and then to find out that the vast majority of the stuff they were fighting over was all stuff that Wang Shuo just he created
it was
a mess.
It was all his mastermind plan.
All his mastermind plan. So it's see, again, if y'all had the communication, there wouldn't have been this aggravation,
True.
Yeah. What do you think was the messiest episode?
I think all the episodes features Wang Shuo
Every episode.
and his brother are not necessary for plot-wise, because those plots related to Wang Shuo and Wang Zhen are not highly related to the co-plots and does not see the development or further intensification of the love between Wu Suwei and Chi Cheng. It's just not necessary for plot-wise.
I think the only thing that
they were trying to give. Well, Wu Suwei was trying to solve this big mystery,
right?
To try to give Chi Cheng closure.
Right.
He was like, I want you to find closure about your first love.
Right.
And then, you can decide whether if you really love him
or not.
Yeah.
I also think that the purpose of Wang Chen's character was only to be there. Well, yes, because that man was fine.
He was fine.
Anytime he lifted his arms. That's it. But I will say that
he was there to make Chi Cheng
he was there to create he wasn't. See, he didn't have the intention of messing with anyone's head, but it added to this whole miscommunication, distrust, and it added to all of that. And also, you know, Wu Shuwei knew what he was doing in that regard. Like
He did. He was making him jealous
He was
on
making him
purpose.
jealous. Like he acts like a simpleton, but he's not a simpleton.
No, they're both like super smart, like
Right.
cunning
Right.
divas.
Yeah. Divas. What was your favorite episode?
I think it's about their first kiss in the cornfield.
Yes,
That
yes,
one
yes.
was good.
I feel like that's not talked about
Yeah.
enough, but that was because that shocked me because that's the first time they kissed, and I was like, oh, we're kissing
In
We're
public.
kind of making out. Oh, that was good. That's like episode like 4 or something, right?
Yeah.
Or 5. That was
Something
good.
like that. Let's see. What was the
Wait, so what was your favorite episode?
Yeah.
I would say, ooh, what was mine? I would say it probably was. I would still have to go back, despite the fact this was the saddest episode. I would have to say it was the episode when the mom passed. You know, I think that's the most memorable to me, but it was the one that was done the best out of anything. But it really, I think that's what also really brought them back together. Because remember, at that point, they had somewhat separated, and it was through that loss that they started to find their way back to each other.
Yeah.
So
After all the pettiness.
after all
that
the
they did to
pettiness
each
and
other.
miscommunication and all of that, so yeah.
I think my favorite episode was probably, I think the first confession that Wusawei had when he's like when they're in his bedroom at the clinic and he's like crying and he's like, I do like you, blah 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 blah. Like he finally gave him. I think that was my favorite scene in the whole entire show.
Yes. Messiest character. What was your messiest character?
Wang Shuo, I would say, yeah. I think
Oh,
he's just,
absolutely.
yeah, crazy.
I mean,
I
Wei
also-
Wei could also be a messy character.
Yeah, she is very messy.
as the gold digger of the series.
She's very messy.
And she's coming into like, she's trying to get Chi Chung's money, and the mom was kind of being fooled by her a little bit.
Yeah.
But
And
the
then once
sister
Wu
was
Xiaowei got some money, then she was trying to suck on him. And see,
Mm-hmm.
mosquito. Mosquito. That's what she is, a mosquito.
I
You
can't.
know, just hopping along, sucking whatever, as long as they got money. So I guess the last part of this is the ending. The main question is, did the last episode fall flat?
Yeah, I would say yes, but the last several episodes are very sweet and lovely, though
Yeah.
the plots are very flat. But I really love the last 3 episodes as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt the final episode was kind of like, it didn't feel like it was closing up loose ends. It felt more like it was fluff. Did that make sense? Because I feel as if a lot of the
Yeah.
loose ends were closed in the episodes prior to that. So then after that, it was just them being lovey-dovey.
And even then, we didn't get fully lovey-dovey.
They didn't even get fully lovey-dovey.
Yeah, the beginning of the show, I mean, that's when people, like, the speculation of, like, the popularity of the show caused the writers to edit down more as the show got, like, progressed.
Right.
Because the beginning, we have that first kiss in the cornfield. We have, like, the whole, like, first sex scene. And it was, like, BDSM-like. And everyone loved that moment. Or in, like, in the office, where he's, like, that was a really good scene, too.
Right.
But then, yeah, you have those spicier scenes. And then as the show goes on, and they're in an established couple,
Yeah.
they start to lose, like, kisses. They lose, like, that kind of physical touch.
Right. We don't see as much as that as the story goes on.
Yeah,
That's true.
and like in the end, the second couple had a whole love scene
Yeah.
towards the end of the show,
Yeah.
and yeah, Tsu Wei and Chi Chung, they reunited after this big event happening, and they don't get anything. So
Yeah, I felt it fell a little flat for many of those reasons. And do you have any final thoughts about this show overall? Everybody. I know what mine are is overall I thought the show was great. you know, minus a few other things that I think could have been done better, but also we know that the show had a lower budget. But yeah, there's only so much you can execute when your wallet is low, you know. So
When you're like,
Yeah.
so Wayne, you're rubbing 2 pennies together.
right, okay, when you cheap, that's what happens, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I would say yeah. Overall, I love the show, and it somehow like pushed me to recall my previous experiences when watching
Mm-hmm.
Addicted. I also have the very intensive I love for that drama as well. But
Mm-hmm.
I have quite some personal stories with the show because I always love the bottom character. So that's the same for The Untamed, for Revenge Love, for Word of Honor, and for Addicted.
Mm-hmm.
But after I have formed some like quite intimate connections with the show character and also like the actor Ziyu himself as well. And then
Mm.
I learned the drama, like, oh, he has girlfriends. And he still has girlfriends when the show was airing. And
Mm.
his ex-girlfriend charged him like to be irresponsible and to have some like cold violence, to have cold wars with her. And that make me feel really bad about this actor, and then somehow
Mm.
result in I lose some of my love for that character as well. So yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
remember
remember
because if
if
this
this
is
is
the
the
ex same
same,
is
is
this
this
the
the
same
same
ex girlfriend
ex-girlfriend
that
that
It was the
released?
one
one
that
that
was
was
like
like
releasing
releasing
pictures
pictures
of
of
him
him
and
and
being
being
like,
like,
we didn't fully break
up,
up, or like I need closure kind of thing.
And it
and it
was
was
like
like
something
something
that
that
was
was
over a year ago.
Yeah. It
it
was
was
like
like
Mm.
he kind of was like ghosting
ghosting
her
her
like
like
over a
over a
year
year
ago,
ago,
but it
but it
was
was
like
like
not
not
fully
fully
settled.
settled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I this is my opinion, and my opinion still
I
stands.
feel like he was an idol at the time too. Like you knew you were what you were getting into of like
Right.
being a secret girlfriend to this
Right.
guy.
Not saying that it's okay to ghost.
Yeah,
Because
not that it's her fault
It's
or anything,
not.
but it's like
But I always feel as if like if a year or so has passed, by this point it's
this man
like
dropped you. Like,
yeah, charge it to the game and get over it. Like that's the only thing you could do. Like at this point. Like I get her point, but also it's like a lot of time has passed by this point, you know. And with him, hopefully he learns that if if something ends, at least give that person some closure so then y'all can move on and not someone bring up stuff like a year later, you know. So everybody needs to learn. I hope people learn and grow and become better.
I mean, I really enjoyed the show. I'm
Yeah.
like currently reading the novel now because I really want to know
You were reading it on the
more.
train.
Yeah, I was
The
reading on
novel
the
is
train.
bad.
The
The
novel's
novel is
bad.
bad.
Oh
I don't like it.
no.
Oh,
I know people said that Wu Wei's character, he's like, and he's not a good person in the book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like in the
Oh.
show, like he's like a much nicer,
yeah.
like
Because he gives off
um,
simpleton, even though he's not.
like in the novel he is like he's also
In novel,
cheating.
he's really
Oh,
cheap. He's really cheap.
He's really
oh,
cheap.
so he's a cheap bottom cheater.
Not a cheater, but yeah, like
Wow.
while like being with Chi-Chong, he's also like still thinking of other girls too. Like
So he is a gay bottom at night and a straight top during the day.
Yeah.
That's
I
what you're saying.
can't. A straight
Okay.
cheap
Precisely,
chop.
yes.
And
Cheap
but
top.
he's cheap all the time.
Cheap all the time. I can't. Yeah, I'm like only up to like the first couple chapters where they meet and he's like has like his own stand. I really liked in the show they did the whole crafting of the what's it called? There were sugar
Oh yeah,
figurines.
the sugar figurines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I know in the novel he doesn't do that. He's making like porridge.
No.
Oh yeah. So that's very interesting.
And he's being cheap on that porridge, so he's putting like
I guess the
food
sugar.
grade glue in it to like
Oh,
more additives.
so he's really
being,
awful.
He's being real cheap about it.
He's
but
really, at least with the sugar figurines, it's just sugar.
in the show, they really try to show him more as like a hard worker.
Yeah, and show him as
Yeah.
endearing, you know.
Yeah, because
And
you want to root for him. Yeah,
right. And we kind of were rooting for him, you know.
I was rooting for him.
Yeah. So that's why, yeah, I just needed him to not make up stuff in his head. But sounds like in the book he was just awful.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'll see. I'll try to stick through it. But
Okay.
yeah, if he's too bad, then maybe I won't. Maybe I'll love the doctor more because I did like
Oh,
his
I
character.
love the doctor.
Yeah,
in
I
the
liked.
show.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Xiao Shuai was really,
Yeah.
really cool, and he's cute too with his little
Yes.
glasses.
Yeah, with his glasses.
and he has his own like trauma backstory, which was crazy.
Oh, that was crazy. I almost mentioned that character.
Oh, that's
was
another terrible
messy.
character.
Like, and not in a good way.
The
Just,
ex-boyfriend that was like a professor.
Yeah, it's already bad enough that you shouldn't. I personally think, you should, even if you are consenting adults, you should be very careful of the ethics of dating someone that is a student of yours. Like,
Yeah,
ethically, it doesn't look good. Even if you're the same age, there's still regardless of what society you're in, there's still the dynamic.
There's a power dynamic.
There's the
yeah.
power dynamic. Yeah. And it's just really weird. So that was already red flag number one. And then the fact that what he did to literally plan an assault, that's crazy. Just instead of just breaking up with him, you decided to plan an assault.
I mean, we can talk about that too, but yeah, there's some like no one's the best character in this show.
No,
like
no one.
Chi-Chung also in like the second episode that he like sends this guy to like
no one
get
is
assaulted,
no one's
like-
great. Yeah, no one's great in
No
the
one's
show.
great,
and that's
but-
and that's fine because people in general are not 100% good, you know.
No one's a saint in this show. For
No
sure.
one's a saint. What do we rate the show?
What would you rate the show?
I will rate 8.
8 out of 10. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's what I rated it to. 8 out of 10.
8 out of
Mainly
10?
because the ending was flat for me. Yeah.
Oh, maybe you're right. I was gonna say a 10 out of 10, but you're right. Maybe this is a 9.5.
Okay.
Like the Untamed is a 10 out of 10. Stay With Me is a 10 out of 10. This a 9.5 just because of that ending. We didn't get a final kiss. We just got them like laying in bed. Like it's filmed. All the extra stuff is filmed. They just edited.
Yeah, they should
out.
probably maybe bring that out like as a special.
I need the BTS. I need the.
Yeah, I need it too. And with that said, we are not BTS. But that is it for this episode of Ry Can Top My Knee. Please, once again, sasangs, get out of my knee so our actors can be on top.
I hope I hope the snakes in your life top your.
No.
I hope the.
No, some of those snakes are too long or
Oh,
too thick.
whoa! Apparently he's well endowed in the book, but
He got a snake.
yeah, I
A
hope
boa
the snakes in your
constrictor.
life top that knee. Yeah, I hope so. And yeah, and thank you.
Yes, and use lubrication. Yes.
Thank you again for being on this podcast with us.
Thank you for being messy with us and letting us talk about.
Clara. It's really,
Yeah.
really happy.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we got to talk about snakes and lubricant.
Snakes and lubricant. I can't.
Yes. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye for now.
Yes.
I'll go to bed now.